I'm going to go and chat to one of my funniest brethren on the comedy scene at the moment. I'm going to chat to the only one, Slim.
No, nothing like that. But the one come up and I'm a fierce star. What do that?
You're originally from South, innit?
South London.
South London.
Born and bred, mate.
I don't like South London. I don't like South London.
No, man. South. All right. Not this sold.
All right, Slim, how long have you been on the comedy circuit now, man? Tell us.
About 8-9 years now,
8-9.
man. Yeah, man. Struggling. Man, don't want to give me a breaks. You know what I'm saying? I don't want Bernie Mac's talking. Man, afraid of me. Understand? I'm too hot for them. They don't know how to handle me. Where to put me.
Okay, since you're talking about that, how hard is the comedy circuit for black people in general?
Hard. Let me ask you something. Who is the last big name, household name, black comic in England? You tell me.
I think Richard.
No, Richard is, but he's more known as a presenter.
Yeah, then he's a comic.
Than a comic.
Yeah,
with the mainstream people.
Yeah.
Black people know him as a comic.
Yeah.
Mainstream know him as a presenter slash comic.
Yeah.
But a main household name, we can go.
Lenny Henry.
That's it.
Yeah.
And how long Lenny been like?
Yeah.
No disrespect, Lenny.
300 years.
You know what I mean? Kunta Kinte is younger than you.
How do you know, like, because obviously you're one of the comics that do the mainstream shows as well. How do you think the audience perceives you as a? Do you think they still look at, okay, we've got a black guy on here, or do you think they still look at it as, oh, we've got a comedian on here?
Boy, I hope they look on it like a comedian. But the thing is, these mainstream shows, when you go there, you're most probably the only black comic or another comic, and there's about 8 other white comics. So you are a novelty going up there. No matter what you say, it's kind of a black or white with show. But you just have to go up there and just be real to yourself.
Yeah.
The way I write my comedy, I write it so that everybody
can understand.
Above the board can understand what I'm saying. No matter whether you're white, black. I try not to alienate no one. So I prepare beforehand from at home by writing stuff. Everyone can understand. You understand what I'm saying to you? So by the time I get there, it don't matter what. I don't have to think, well, how am I going to get into these people? I come there already loaded.
Yeah.
Guns blazing. All right. See, being a comic, this is the nice thing why I chose comedy rather than going straight into acting or blah, blah. Because comedy with age, you understand? You ain't got an age cap on you.
Yeah.
You understand? With other things, you've got an age cap. You go into sports, by the time you're 30, the class is old. By the time you're blah, blah, blah. With comedy, it don't. It gets better as you get older.
Yeah.
Because your material is about life.
Right.
You understand? And the older you get, the more you learn about life. You can't talk about divorce at 20. Not unless you was an idiot.
What's your favourite place outside London to perform?
Outside London? I like Birmingham. I love Birmingham, I must admit. I mean, Birmingham's like a little second London, and the people them's nice down there. Manchester, Bristol, outside London, Holland as well. If you're saying outside England, Holland, I love Holland. Yeah, man.
What else have you done? What other countries have you been to? You've been Germany as well, right?
Germany. Went out there for a week.
Was it
American Army base?
Army bases,
US Army bases, and they're all wicked, man. Beer soldiers and all that. A whole heap of black people in American Army as well. Stuff.
After shows, because we've spoken to 2 ladies earlier on, do you think that men tend to get more groupies after a show than the women do?
I don't get no groupies. You get the odd, what is the phrase now?
Because women say they like guys that make them laugh.
Rubbish. They like man with money. that is it.
Joke
money,
come off.
Cash. Joke come after. You got some cash, a nice car. You understand? You're all right.
What does Slim like to do outside of comedy? Like chill out and stuff?
Outside of comedy, I'm not, Believe it or not, I'm not. You know what I mean? 2 teeth. No, seriously. It's some of the West End clubs. For a drink and a little night out, man, you need a mortgage. In general, I lead a boring life away from here. I'm interested in making some change. All this running around street thing ain't gonna do nothing for me. So if I don't go comedy show or link up with people like yourselves and all that, I'm at home chilling. You know what I mean? That's me.
Right then, Slim, man. Thank you, brother.
Thanks for meeting me. Usually,